And if you have female friends, someone you really love that's a woman, you have to hear this next story because it honestly scared me when I heard it. 27-year-old Jo Gilchrist is paralyzed from the waist down after she used her best friend's makeup brush. The mother of a 2-year-old boy will never be able to run with her son again because she contracted an aggressive antibiotic-resistant form of staph bacteria. We need more information on this, so let's get into search mode right now. Joining us via Skype right now is Dr. Reddy and Natalie Trombetta from showbiz editor of dailymail.com. Natalie, Dr. Reddy, thank you so much for being here. And let me first start off with you, Natalie. You guys actually were able to talk to Jo. How did this exactly happen?
Yeah, look, we spoke to Jo and she told us this absolutely terrifying story. She woke up on Valentine's Day with a bit of a dull backache, and that sort of escalated into total paralysis from the waist down. She had to be airlifted to hospital and she had emergency surgery and was then put into a coma. And look, it took doctors quite a while to kind of piece together what happened, but they eventually traced it back to this makeup brush. So look, one day she was pretty normal and well, and the next day she was, really fighting for her life.
You know, you hear, especially here getting your makeup done every single day, don't share your makeup brushes. Be sure you clean your makeup brushes. But how common is getting a bacteria infection, Dr. Reddy, from sharing your beauty products? Because I know I borrow my girlfriend's stuff all the time.
Yeah, it's fortunately not common, but you see the potential exists, and in this case, it was reality. So yeah, it's best not to share intimate objects like things that are touching your face, touching your nose, often coming in contact with your lips and mouth. So it's best not to share those because bacteria can be transmitted as well as viruses like the flu and common colds.
Now, Jo, I mean, Natalie, I'm sorry, I do want to know, how is Jo doing now?
Look, obviously she was absolutely devastated when doctors told her that she'd never walk again, but she's pretty determined to prove them wrong. She's still in hospital going in, through intensive treatment, and she's hopeful that maybe one day she'll be able to walk for an hour or two a day. She doesn't hold any anger towards her best friend, and she's really just focused on her recovery, and she's pretty grateful to be alive.
Of course, and we're all wishing her a recovery. I hear that she's also doing intensive therapy as well to try to get up and be able to walk again. And this it boggles the mind, Dr. Reddy. And then I start thinking about other beauty regimens that women do out there, like going to the tanning beds or even the nail salons. I go to the nail salon every 2 weeks. So can I get infections there too?
You absolutely can. Tanning beds need to be disinfected and cleaned in between customers, and nail salons are notorious for especially fungal infections. So you want to go to a nail salon you trust that uses sterilized instruments and that you see them after, especially for a pedicure, when they wipe out that basin, that they're using some sort of bleach or disinfectant solution, because you can get infections from these facilities for sure. So going to a place you trust, a lot of people will bring their own instruments to the manicure place, which I think makes a lot of sense too. But tanning beds, you wouldn't think, but there have been infections passed on, so those need to be wiped and disinfected. But if you can avoid a tanning bed, it's even better because it causes wrinkles and skin cancer.
Good one to throw there at the end, Doctor. I mean, I really appreciate that because, I'm a sucker for a tanning bed. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. It's such a scary story, but thank you so much for sharing light into it.